Chaos and destruction across the blockchain. Is this the end or the start of a new beginning, a place where legends are buying? We also have breaking news. Vladimir Zelensky makes an appearance at the White House. We're talking about some pretty specific things Trump is doing when it comes to Ukraine. And also, I'm going to give you the ugly truth, the truth on how deep the deep state really is entrenched and how much work we have as an American public to recapture the greatest nation on the planet. Welcome one, welcome all to the blockchain basement. I got my boy on the sticks. Woo! What a day.
What a day. What a day.
You got some iron on the way.
I got some iron on the way. Guess what I did, chat? I bought an AR-15. Oh, my goodness gracious.
That's right. We're going to, and you know, I did a timeline cleanse. Last night was just so funny listening to everyone. Oh, it's over with. So I gathered up pictures of everyone's favorite pew-pews. We're going to check those out during the show today. But make sure you are following me on the Twitter. We are live currently on the Twitter. Oh, I got to turn this bad boy on. Let me turn this back on. We are live on Twitter right now, I promise you. And we're also live on YouTube. Our channel on YouTube going absolutely nuts.
Indeed.
And it's all because of you guys. Sharing the feed, sharing the stream out with your friends, your neighbors, even your enemies. So share us out to the interwebs. We are here working hard for you every single day. I'm at Druth Crypto on Twitter. Where is Mr. Isaac here? I got to pull you out, Mr. Isaac. Isaac. I always say it that way.
Yeah, I know. Everyone says it that way.
So he is the AI agent goon for Hit Network co-host. Glad to have you, buddy.
It's always great to be here.
You know, in your Solana ecosystem, it's looking like it's not trying to die.
It's not. We're not dead. We're not dead. Don't sleep on Solana. Don't fade my bags. Don't fade your own.
We're going to take a look at Griffane. We're going to look at Drift. Grift.
We're grifting, guys.
Drift and Griffane, man. You put those right next to each other and say it quickly. That goes quick. Also, shout out to, we got to go to our YouTube here. Where is it at? Because we are cooking. We are almost to 75,000 subscribers as of the time of this recording. Super exciting times to be in the basement, you guys.
Change my thumbnail.
Did I change it? Just a little bit. I touched it up. You know what? I wanted an angrier Trump on today. So 74,700 subscribers as of the time of this recording. Make sure to become a member of the channel. It's $1.25 a week if you got the extra. You know, and I get it. There's not a lot of extra fiat going around. I'm out here hammering. I'm buying hard. I'll tell you which tokens I'm buying. Are you buying?
I'm hard buying.
All right. I like it. You're leaning into the danger. As I said, you know, we're going to look at all the metrics of the crash, but really what is in store for Bitcoin? When is the bounce going to come? So let's get into it. Crypto Pricey, shout out to you. I saw Crypto Pricey on a space. I was trying to get a chance to talk to Charles Hoskinson last night. The people that came up there and asked Charles Hoskinson questions were so ridiculous, bro. Like, it was the stupidest questions being asked to Charles, and he was getting really pissed. I had to go to bed, so I'm going to get back on there and ask my questions for Mr. Charles Hoskinson. BJ has some questions about staking pool operators we want to get in. Catch them all. Also, so I know I have a couple XLs. I think Catch them all, he's XL, for the sweatshirt. I've been going back and forth to Catch them all when I can. I've been out of the office for a few days. Admittedly, my kids were sick, so I had to take care of the munchkins. But I do want to get his girlfriend, and maybe his wife, I don't know, it's a girlfriend or wife, a sweatshirt as well. I'm doing what I can here. Indeed. Some of those sweatshirts up there might end up being collectibles. You never know. Now, let's take a look at the charts here. What is going on in crypto? Bitcoin at $84,100. I 91x long Bitcoin last night with a little bit of cheese I was willing to part with. It actually went very, very well. That was from $80,000 about flat. Not too bad. People thought I was crazy, you know, whatever. Maybe, and I am crazy. So I get that. That's a reasonable take. Ethereum, what the hell? $2,200. Unbelievable. XRP still above $2. That's great. BNB barely even moved. Honestly, it's only down like 9% on the week. That's something to take note of. Solana above $140. Maybe we don't, because it was if Solana hit $120, we need to send CZ to prison.
Do it anyway. Send him to jail.
It looks like he barely escaped prison for himself. Solana at $146. That's great. Dogecoin trying to get to that 20-cent mark. Cardano 63 cents. Tron, all the rest. Litecoin throwing shit at Chainlink. You know what? It's because they're neck and neck. Litecoin's actually been moving up some ticks. Look, it's number 11 right now. That's kind of crazy. I told you not to sleep on Litecoin, but Litecoin's trying to FUD my main bags. Chainlink, wrong. Litecoin, Chainlink will outperform you. Now Avalanche, that's great, $22. Hedera, 20 cents. God, I'm almost like tempted to get like. I know my wife has some Hedera. This dip, it's passed my mind a few times to maybe add to the Hedera bags, maybe for myself.
Yeah.
And I'm crazy. I get that. Shout out to everyone in the chat, though. I got to give some shout outs. VZ, Fat Cat, Laserface, Alexandra G, Catch 'em all. Is that Mr. X? Oh, the epic saga continues. It's, you know what?
I am Mr. X.
You know what you do with plants that you just want to see wither away and die?
What do?
You don't water them and you don't give them sunshine. So that's my approach. Shotgun Wanda, Bob, Crypto Pricey, of course, Bad Fox, Mr. Laserface, all the rest, Stevie Crypto, Bill Brower, it's sufficient enough. Now, can my new 16 baby chicks get a shout out? Nougat Dad. Whoa.
Indeed you can.
Adding to the fam right there. I like it. I got some chicken shorts that I've been taking with these sunglasses. I was yelling at my chickens about my altcoin bags.
You still have to send that to me, by the way.
You know what? Fine. And I need to. I need to because it's great content. But yeah, good job on that. Adding to your chicken flock, very, very good thing to do. So let's take a look at the markets. This is basically what's going on right now in people's minds.
High, now it's 6 feet underground. I tried to get a refund, CZ said it's not allowed. Saylor said to buy, then all it's done is tumble down. Just huddle out aside it, praying that it turns around. Because it's too late to sell the highs. It's too late. It's too late to sell the highs. It's too late.
I love the end. Oh my God. It's going to be all right. Shout out to Little Bubble. He's always doing some great. Try to get a refund. CZ Binance said it's not allowed from Little Bubble. Shout out. Make sure you follow Little Bubble. He's got all the best songs. And you know what? I was such chaos last night. I saw the dip. I tried to catch Bitcoin on this move at like 79K. I got it at like $80,175 mark price. I ended up getting wicked out. It fell like just below 81 and I got wicked out for, I think it was like 90 or something %. So it's still a good move. Yeah. But whatever, you know what I mean? I'm pure chaos. There's no denying it. Here's what happened. $5.7 billion worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum options are going to expire today. There is some chaos coming to the option side. See a lot of pressure for and reasons for a bounce on Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at that. Bitcoin fully flushed by Binance. Total shorts to liquidate now. So this is bets that the price will continue down. There's going to be $3.05 billion grabbed by exchanges should the price of Bitcoin reach above $96,600. This is a complete and utter decimation of over-leveraged longs. And me, myself, that I had an over-leveraged long. I need to get in and out. It's too chaotic, trying to sleep on something like that. And really, this is exchanges shaking us all off the boat before things continue on up to the upside. Things are very crazy on the monthly candle. Let's go to TradingView because it is a violent monthly candle on Bitcoin. Let's take a look at this. Let's go here. So a month. That is absolutely crazy to see. One of the bigger ones that we've seen in Bitcoin's history. I mean, obviously me and Piano Mandy B were looking at this one, which I do believe was a little bit bigger. So let's do a quick measurement here. And these are monthly candles, mind you. It stopped right there at the fib at 49%. This current one that we're looking at, very substantial. Honestly, this ain't nothing to scoff at. And it hits people a lot harder in their loins when this price is, 100,000 down to whatever, 80. So this is a 24%. So it's like actually about half. Great. Half as bad as this fallback right back here. I'll show it a little bit better. So this fallback was 50% pullback during a bull market where it went on to accomplish new all-time highs. This one, 24%. What is this, a shakeout for ants? You know, unbelievable. It's hilarious for me. And I've deployed, admittedly, a ton of capital over the past few days. And I don't usually do that. Very, very rarely do I deploy a bunch of capital. I have felt the excitement and the need to do so over the shakeout as I see the greed index. I mean, we are hitting, where's the greed level at right now? I think this is actually truly registering in some metrics at like a 15 or a 10 in extreme fear. This pullback, I showed it on the show yesterday, man, even deeper than when we fell to 49K from that intermediary high that we experienced. So let's keep on moving here. Absolutely crazy. Hodl from Bitcoin Jesus, 74% of Bitcoin losses came from holders who bought Bitcoin in the last month. Newcomers are getting shaken out. This, very nice. I like to see this. If you want to hop into the deep end with the crazy fish, the piranhas, here you go. You are right in the lightning with us here in the basement now. Hello, Tommy Moran. It's a 10 in my rocket suit, playing that song as I wait. Dude, Little Bubble. I mean, that it's too late to sell it highs. That's so good, man. That's incredible. All right. Now this. Kobayashi letter. Investors are pulling out of crypto at a record pace. Crypto funds posted a record $2.6 billion in outflow in the week ending Wednesday. This is a $500 million above the previous record set at the end of the last year. On Tuesday alone, Bitcoin ETFs posted a record one-day withdrawal of $1 billion. As a result, the 4-week moving average of crypto fund flows turned negative just for the fourth time in 14 months. Meanwhile, Bitcoin price is down 21% in February, on track for their worst month since June of 2022. And this, I just wanted to show the degree of pullback that ETFs have brought to the market. It is undeniable. The chaos is here. And you know what? I said it again. I'm taking advantage of this chaos. I'm loving it. Super Bro had this great kind of fractal. Bitcoin on the daily, not probable, but also not impossible. This is the 2013 structure where we fold down to the 618 Fibonacci in the local fib levels that were set in 2023. Here's the 618 set at the local price levels that we're at in 2025. And my God, Lord love a duck if it isn't happening again. And we did. I mean, honestly, we basically fell down to about 79, 78 for a moment.
Yeah, we did.
It was like 78.8 for a hot second there. And then now we are bouncing back above, and God, we're almost $10,000 from that. How fast does that move? We're at 83.8. Let's look at this on the daily here. Let's pull this up on TradingView. Life comes at you quick, man. This is why, chaos in crypto, it's not for the faint of heart. Let's just say that. So it fell down to 78.3. Holy cow.
Jesus.
Oh, my God. And yeah, VZ Fat Cut, it's the same message that I had to people. It's like, if you've been in for multiple cycles, this is a scratch. VZ Fat Cat, I've been in this shit since 2020. So this dump ain't shit to me. That's right, baby. Now, let's keep on moving here. Michael Saylor, sell a kidney if you must, but keep the Bitcoin. So Michael Saylor with essentially his version of it's back the truck up moment time here. And Peter Schiff, of course, responded to him. First, you told people to max out their credit cards and their mortgage and homes to buy Bitcoin. Yeah, like long ago. Like Michael Saylor's been about Bitcoin even in the 20K, 30K. Oh my God. Now you're telling them to sell off for their organs. Have you no shame? Peter, calm down. Okay. It's okay. You lost. Gold lost. Bitcoin's outperforming you. Come to the dark side, or the gold side, rather.
Or the orange
Bitcoin
side.
is the real gold.
That is true.
Bitcoin bounce probable, in my opinion. This is the realized profit and loss ratio. And this ratio is hidden levels that it really hasn't seen too often. And it's been aggravating for me to add to my position up in this range. Seeing this washout and kind of the max fear hit the market has given me that great confluence. And now I feel much more at ease because I feel like, man, I just don't have enough crypto going into what's happening with like Ondo and all these different things. So I felt underexposed, even though I constantly have 99% of my net worth in crypto, in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So I felt underexposed. And I'm in the season where I'm heavily overexposed to altcoins. And after this is done, I'm going to be heavily overexposed to Bitcoin. This has given me the moment to increase those bags. Now I feel much, much better. We can let's ban Andrew Harling.
Let's ban Andrew.
Have we
By the
seen
way,
Nick?
Andrew, I know you're a new face here, and no, Nick Dunn has not showed up. Nick Dunn's getting banned on site. It's a 1-minute timeout, so you're
Peace
not
out.
really going anywhere. So with that being said,
You explained too much.
I explained too much, but
Yeah.
I want this guy.
I like it to just like Kim Jong-il. Kim Jong-il, he just got like a turret set up already, and he's like talking to the guy he's about to take out. And all right. Johnny Childs, my homie here, highlighting this: Arizona Strategic Bitcoin Reserve passes the third Senate reading, could be the first state to buy Bitcoin. So Arizona is Sack Nasty too. Take him out. Now
You are
we got this. Speaking of Kim Jong-il, he's given a speech about crypto. Crazy enough.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There is no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth, which is Bitcoin.
Very nice. Look at the years of torture on their faces, bro. Oh, well, shout out to North Korea. They got an Ethereum reserve now.
Yeah,
So-
good for them. Guess what? They still don't have freedom.
Yeah, they're probably going to swap the ETH out for like more like bomb tests and stuff like that. They want a nuke. They want a good nuke. Make America great again. Oh my God, he's got the dark MAGA hat on.
Yeah.
Just got a text message from Kelly Kellum.
Oh, he's live.
Woo. Maybe. All right, so now real talk. Trump's rhetoric has been horrific for markets, but what's the actual strategy here? Does he want a recession to crack rates and flip quantitative easing? If he tanks the markets, they will lose control in the midterms, and he will never get his agenda over the line. Make it make sense. So what a lot of people are thinking Trump is the tariffs are making it so hard on the economy that he's going to force the Feds into quantitative easing. Shout out to CoinsChick. She's always dropping memberships. Thank you very much for the support.
Show.
CoinChick, you're awesome. Keep up the good work with your meme coin. It's almost like escaping. Like meme coins are kind of a bad name at this point.
My pants are wet.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, get fucked.
It's trying to escape that realm in my mind. The CoinChick coin. It looks like I don't even. It just keeps going up. It just keeps going up. Like I want to acknowledge that it's this pump fun project. It's insane how well that thing is held up. So whatever you're doing, it's working. Yeah, whatever you're doing, it's working. Now here we go. M2 liquidity, white line, Bitcoin in the orange line. I've been talking about this pretty ad nauseum, but this white line is the global money supply. It has historically front-ran Bitcoin, okay? You see this parabolic rise, and then Bitcoin follows suit. It's usually about 3 to 6 months ahead of schedule of Bitcoin's price action. As we see, we are following its previous path. It has shown that it bounced and found its bottom. And this was actually a graph that was made. Bitcoin's more so down in here. I mean, what we just saw last night with that 78 mark is essentially this point right here. So keep that in mind. For those that weren't able to buy, I understand. I mean, you're fully deployed, but I think everything's going to be just fine. If you just pay attention to the markets, lean into the chaos, there's going to be really crazy days over the next few years here in the markets, and it's going to be about being able to hodl through the chaos and also knowing when it's right to cut your profits out and go change your life for good. Now, I want to explain to you why the swamp is so deep for the United States and why there is so much work ahead of us, not just for Donald Trump, but for RFK Jr. and his Make America Healthy Again plan here. This is from Koviesi letter. This is incredible. U.S. consumer spending on healthcare and government expenditures accounted for over 50% of U.S. GDP growth in quarter 3 of 2024. Consumer spending on healthcare services alone, in and of itself, accounted for 25% of the GDP growth in quarter 3. Government accounted for 28% and a combined total of 53%. Literally, our government and the healthcare services are making up more than half of our GDP.
Jeez.
That is something to think about here. The majority of the U.S. economic growth now comes from healthcare and government through taxes and debts. Since January 23, the government has created more jobs than tech, finance, construction, and manufacturing sectors combined. More than all of them combined. What happens if Doge cuts these jobs? And what happens if the medical industrial complex is shooken to its core by Robert F. Kennedy Jr.?
Oh, Lord.
Chaos.
So good.
That's what happens.
So good.
So, buckle up, Buttercup. And you know what? You can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs, folks. I'm not a single issue voter. I want good, healthy people around me. I want a good place for my kids to grow up in. And I want a sound monetary system. And you cannot get there without making a few enemies along the way. So here we go. Get ready. And now we have this. Trump greeting Vladimir Zelensky at the White House. Let's have a look at this. What's going on here? Trump looking stoic as ever, getting ready to visit with Vladimir Zelensky at the White House. Let's have a listen to this. This is the actual meeting to see what the plan is with all of those goods in Ukraine.
How much money is the U.S. going to put into the fund that is being created today, and how does this provide long-term security for Ukraine?
Well, we don't know exactly how much because we're going to be putting some money in a fund that we're going to get from the raw earth that we're going to be taking and sharing in terms of revenue. So it's going to be a lot of money will be made from the sale and from the use of raw earth. And as you know, our country doesn't have much raw earth. We have a lot of oil and gas, but we don't have a lot of the raw earth. And what we do have is protected by the environmentalists, but that can be unprotected. But still, it's not very much. They have among the best in the world in terms of raw earth. So we're going to be using that, using it for all of the things we do, including AI and including weapons and the military, and it's really going to very much satisfy our needs.
So we're clearing out the raw earth materials in the Ukraine to give ourselves raw earth materials for AI infrastructure and weapons. Now, I did agree, and I was talking to Jeremy about this. Jeremy even thinks it's reasonable to resupply our stockpile from how many weapons we've given to the Ukraine over the past few years, even against our will. We need our military to have goods. But kind of crazy when you think about the deal he was able to strike. So Russia gets a portion of the territories, and then the United States takes the raw materials, and they basically just get all the military out of the way.
Yeah.
Hell of a deal. I mean, absolutely crazy. So this being said, Trump also was trolling Mr. Zelensky. Look at what he said. This is so crazy. Look at you're all dressed up. Look at you, little buddy. You're all dressed up. So, and then he's like standing there.
It's like, oh, okay.
What a pup. And you know what? I was pretty aggravated about Trump's administration for one particular reason last night. I was on a Mario space kind of ranting about it. Here's your Epstein list. Phase 1. Let's have a look. Let's look at what happened last night.
And here we go. I hope you're hungry for nothing.
That's exactly what happened to me.
I know,
There
right?
was
We were
nothing
just-
released that there's new.
We were just edged.
Dude, I mean,
Edged.
and it's like, what the hell, Pam Bondi? What the hell, Kosh? Like, where are you guys? Like, why aren't you pinning these assholes, these pedophiles to the wall? You know, they act like they were releasing some new information to us. Like, we already had the general flight logs. People already knew the locations to and from on the flight logs. Like, why don't you put it out to the American public that, yes, this is verified information, and yes, the investigation in and of itself from the start was botched. You know, the FBI inappropriately opened the safe to Epstein's Manhattan spot in, I think it was like 2019 when the investigation was really kicking off. And they came back because they couldn't take the evidence. They came back, it was gone. So the evidence is gone. And then he kills himself, and the camera footage for it is just miraculously lost. Like, this investigation has been botched from the get-go. I know it. The American people know it, and you need to admit it. What do we got here? Jackal Protocol, now live on base internet or testnet. Could the meme coin wreckage lead to D-Pin revival? Thoughts about the low-cap app chain utility play, Jackal stats. also interesting. I'll look at Jekyll. I don't think necessarily that the AI or the meme coin death is going to directly translate to DPIN. I think it's going to translate to AI and RWAs. DPIN's still down the road, and there will be some gains in DPIN. I'm not saying DPIN's, just because it's in the DPIN sector, it's not going to grow, but I think that there's going to be things that are kind of more focused on like AI, real world assets, things of that nature, especially from the Ondo news that's been breaking this week.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. Not to mention the Chainlink news. We covered it on a nightly video. Smoke screen after smoke screen. So aggravating. Shout out to you, Elevator Man, my bro, for dropping the memberships as well. Holy, Rusty Bot got one. Hell yes. Bill Brower, Harp, Dirt Hay, Joshua Tununga. Shout out. Thank you very much for that, Elevator Man. Appreciate you, man. Now, one thing that we are doing, Mexico is extraditing cartel leaders to the United States amid Trump's tariffs threat. Mexico has extradited nearly 30 cartel figures. That's a lot of cartel leaders to the U.S., including key members of the Jalisco New Generation and Sinaloa cartels. The move comes as Trump pressures Mexico with tariff threats, signaling a major shift in U.S.-Mexico relations. Kind of crazy. Maybe this liberal psychopath realizes that Trump ain't playing no games.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mark, I got that huge news for Ondo, and I am so excited. We're going to dive into that. I'm going to cover that Ondo news. My major stacks over the past week have been Aerodrome, Ondo, Cardano, and more Chainlink. And a little bit of more Morpho.
I'm going to buy more Chainlink.
I bought Morpho at I think the last Morpho buy I did was like 190. Chainlink, I saw it at $14. I was like, fine, I bought a little bit of it. But it's nothing compared to what I bought in the past. You know what I mean? It's just an additional kind of sprinkling on top. And then Aerodrome, I was able to greatly increase the Aerodrome and Ondo holdings through this pullback. And I am very, very thankful. As the general vibe on crypto Twitter, this is flatulence. I was asked to give my thoughts on the current market, so below is his analysis. Very in-depth analysis indeed. Here it is. Let's have a look. Kind of catchy. This reminds me of the I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. Who is that band?
I'm trying to think.
They're from South Africa.
Yeah.
The chat, let me know when it's like this crazy girl and like this unhinged dude. Also, you are banned. Who'd we get?
We got Robert Cousin. You're not late because of my mom, you motherfucker. God damn you.
Oh, the mom jokes are like the quick way to the gulag for Isaac, man. True dark MAGA stuff right there. Now, dominance on altcoins. Others dominance. Outside of the top 10, here's the dominance chart. He's highlighting, we actually have what looks like a bullish divergence. The RSI with higher highs, or higher lows rather, on the RSI and lower lows on the price. So the others chart actually looking pretty damn bullish for all of our chaotic altcoins. And here from sentiment, traders are showing a very high level of confidence that this dip is the one to buy, according to the spike in discussions across X, Telegram, Reddit, 4chan, Bitcoin Talk, and Farcaster. Ideally, we are waiting for this crowd enthusiasm to die down as a signal that enough pain has hit retail traders to justify a bounce. Markets move in the opposite direction of crowd expectations. So look for declining optimism and shrinking levels of buy the dip calls as a bullish signal. Very, very important note to make. And here, largest crowd dip by the interest over the past 7 months right there. And you know what? It'll fade. They'll be like, oh, it didn't dip immediately. Now we're truly going down to zero. And it's got to sit there and coil for a little bit. We're probably going to have to fight pretty hard to get back above $90,000. I do think we're going to get there. This is the washout we needed. We couldn't keep moving forward. This is chaos from Richard Hart. Ethereum, I'm literally begging you to send direct mail to promote Ethereum, okay? ETH is down 74% against Bitcoin in 3 years because Bitcoin has superior marketing. if you market ETH, you can too make new all-time highs like Bitcoin has been doing. I mean, honestly, he's kind of got a point. Like Ethereum and the marketing for Ethereum, it's been lackluster. I think this, did you see the ETH Denver stuff?
I saw a very tiny bit of it.
Hold on. We're just going to do a quick search. Be careful on this because we're just raw dogging into, all right. So, oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Naruto highlighting this ETH Denver 2023, and then here's, I mean, maybe this was taken at like the beginning of the doors. ETH Denver, like the sentiment is not great about. Oh no, and this
You are banned!
they just keep coming, you guys. Now, here is the at ETH Denver. This is the hackathon event, so it's kind of not surprising that there is a lot of people that are not there, right? There's not a bunch of hackers that are there like coding and fighting against each other on the blockchain. But you know what? Ethereum needs to do a better job advertising. And I did cleanse the feed yesterday with all the chaos and sadness out there. Where is it? Let's see here. Elevator Man will like this. Elevator Man's going to like this. So where's this? Morpho during the crash. Unbelievable. So timeline cleanse, post your favorite pew pew. If Elevator Man knows what I'm talking about, this is my favorite pew pew here, but we're going to go through the list here. These are robots. Those are robots that I placed in my home. They last there for about 3 or 4 months because if you decorate for Halloween and Christmas with Nightmare Before Christmas items, you can leave them up for much longer than the normal. It takes some of the work away here. Here's Boogaloo Bum's boy at 13 years ago. Oh my God. Absolutely crazy. Based. Here is that guy current shopping cart. Come on, crypto stop dropping. Daddy wants some new hardware. Very nice options there. Scotty Mo's favorite, a Colt Trooper 357. What do we got here? Deadwood's 1955 K31 Swiss Schmidt Rubin 2.5 pound factory trigger. Very OG right there. Kelly Kellum's favorite, a water gun. Very nice. Living the meme. Nice try, Fed Boy. You know, and Bad Fox shooting some big iron here. Holy cow. Bad Fox taking the big guns out. Then we got Jay with the, he knows a bit clunky, but the AR is superior. But I wouldn't say that the AR is just flat out superior. Like the AR is just more common here in the United States. Yeah. I think like AKs entice me often.
You are banned!
Wow, man.
By Robert twice in a row. Dude, you're a legend.
My God. Keep calm. Come on. Absolutely great.
I'll be on this list very soon.
Here's Kyle's favorite, the pew pews from that he was issued during deployment. Very, very nice. But sometimes you just got to cleanse the feed that way. Trump, keep buying Ethereum, folks. He's still hammering down on Ethereum. He is going to be, in my opinion, using this to stake with, build out the infrastructure for World Liberty Fi. This is nothing surprising to me. Main things that I pay attention to is that they're buying Ondo, Ethereum. They had bought a pretty big bag of Chainlink, Aave, all, mostly Ethereum-based products, but also Tron for that Southeast Asian exposure there. So very, very interesting. Now, Litecoin maintaining levels above 150. Fees spiked to 1.5 thousand in 24 hours. Total fees at 8 million. Network activity surging since August with 166% price appreciation. Litecoin ain't nothing up with, okay? I'm telling you guys, Litecoin is going to be around. It's going to have its moments. And it is performing very, very strongly in comparison to the rest of the market right now. You can't hate on something that's working that well. Also, this is cool. On-chain crypto anywhere you can access. From Metamask, they came out with their own Metamask MasterCard.
Interesting.
Pretty awesome right there. I mean, they always say, like, never sell your Bitcoin. And, I swap Bitcoin into good alts when the time is right. But, spending altcoins when they're at their local peaks during the day, not a bad thing, right? Like, are we here to just take snapshots on our phone and brag about them on Twitter? Or we can actually change our lives with those gains. You got to have places to spend it. So kind of cool to see this integration with MetaMask and a very clean looking card. Isaac,
yes, sir. How's
the application going to McDonald's? Do they accept me?
No.
Okay. Well, this is your average.
You're getting fired right now. Actually.
Oh, dang it. I just got fired already. That's the average vibe on Twitter, man. Don't fall victim to all their crap because this is what's actually going on. Ondo announced that Patrick McHenry, former chairman of the House of Financial Services Committee and a key architect of the U.S. financial policy, is joining Ondo Finance as a vice chairman of the advisory board. This is absolutely massive. Okay, like to see Patrick McHenry set in his place at the table with Ondo. I mean, holy cow. Absolutely crazy. Chairman McHenry brings decades of experience shaping financial policy, including leading the bipartisan passing of the FIT bill for the 21st century, the FIT 21 bill in the House, as well as serving as the Speaker pro tempore in the House in 2023. As tokenization of real-world assets transforms capital markets, we believe thoughtful engagement with policymakers and regulators is critical, said Nathan Allman, founder and CEO of Ondo Finance. This is the thing. Patrick McHenry knows the guy. And he not only knows the guy, he knows stuff. It's not about who you know, it's what you know on who.
Exactly.
Patrick McHenry knows. Okay. And so having him on the team of Ondo Finance, absolutely insane. My bull post about Ondo, probably underdoing it. It's rolling out its own chain. It's already the first and foremost kind of recent mover and advancer of what real world assets truly are, starting with treasuries, just a small industry of treasuries for the United States. Absolutely insane. So it is indeed the bow tie man, Mr. My Man. This is the guy, Patrick McHenry. You reckon he was the one that was all feisty about Operation Choke Point 2.0.
That's true.
He fought very hard for us at the House. A very outspoken pro-crypto dude that's going to be helping us move the buck forward on the Ondo side here. Now, Chainlink, another day of surgery.
If this is a bull post for Chainlink,
Dude, I mean, how can you not see what's coming? Sergi is spending multiple days having keynote speeches at Washington, D.C., talking about the next integration of finance across the world. And the reason for this is something that I've been saying for a long time, but I don't know if people are hearing me, is that March 10th, the ISO standards actually go into effect. By the end of the year, they're going to be completely in effect. Swift is already integrated with Swift. It only needs a fraction of a percent of Swift transactions to accomplish a $300 per unit price level. If it captures 1% of Swift, that's nearly $400. Just that action in and of itself. Like, the switch is in front of us. It is actually being turned on. They are talking about how it's going to look, who's going to be involved, right in front of our faces. It's about us having the balls to get involved before it actually happens, because by the time it does, it's too late. So there you go. Now, Trump, Chaos, organization files a trademark for Trump to launch a metaverse and NFT trading platform. I do indeed have a Trump NFT still. I can't sell the Trump NFT until I think March. Did I say Swift is integrated with Swift?
You did say that, indeed.
No, Chainlink is integrated with Swift. That's what I meant. Chainlink is integrated with Swift. No, I just was, I feel like I've said it so many times.
You're dropping the alpha like right there, and you're doing it fast, and you're doing it swiftly.
Okay,
so,
I mean, it's just I've said it so many times. I'm trying, and they're all out there chasing memes, dude, and they're getting wrecked. Like, I'm trying to tell them what's coming. March 10th is the hard date in the Federal Reserve timeframe to start ISO standards up. The same day that $1 trillion is due back to the Treasury from banks that took emergency loans to stay afloat in the first place. Think about that. Mm-hmm. We looked at the money supply. You see the jackknifing M2 money supply. Why do you think that's happening right before $1 trillion comes back to the Treasury? And we are probably going to see some banks go under from that. Absolutely. And it is. I got so excited because it's huge. This is massive, man. And we're finally to the end zone, and everyone's scared and watching out for this 21% dip on Bitcoin. Like, I don't care. The cheaper Chainlink gets, the more erect I become. That is the simple equation of life here. Now, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
AVAX, the leading blockchain over the last 24 hours in terms of net flows. This is birds flocking out of Solana into Avalanche, but also don't discount the upswing that we're going to see in Sonic. AA asked Ruth, what about XRP connection to Swift as well? Link and XRP for Swift partnership? Absolutely. So the XRP token, so here's the deal.
Can I get my cursor back?
Ripple is integrated with Chainlink, and they are going to utilize the rails of Chainlink within Ripple. Now, Ripple has a place in the Federal Reserve within a technology partner called Volante. Volante is interested in the tech of Ripple, and it's not necessarily that they're going to be swapping and sending XRP to and from all over the place. But you know what? At the amount of integration that XRP has, we're probably going to see a couple banks using it. There it is. And you can easily go to the Federal Reserve dashboard that I've shown here many, many times and see this company, Volante, is explicitly working with Swift and Ripple. Swift working with Chainlink. Okay, it's this massive hybrid. And guess who else is hooked up with Chainlink and XRP? Ondo. It's this trifecta that's being built that people just don't understand. And the reason why I choose the Chainlink and the Ondo options is because they're much smaller, undiscovered market caps compared to XRP.
That's true.
The upside's better on smaller market caps that have strong connections like that. It's just simple math. So there we go. Now, this was talked about on the House. I do want to take a moment to listen to this. It's kind of groundbreaking.
Mr. Speaker, let's make corruption criminal again. 3 days before his inauguration, President-elect Trump launched the Trump meme coin. Trump's partners and some investors based in China pumped up the price, making hundreds of millions of dollars with early selling while the price was high. As they sold, though, the price plummeted. They duped more than 800,000 Americans who collectively lost $2 billion. Welcome to what experts refer to as a rug pull.
So this is kind of aggravating. A rug pull is when you completely pull all liquidity from it.
Exactly.
It was a massive hype meme coin release. The token went, I got it at $6. I woke up 2 days later, it was at $77. And I'm an idiot. I was like, I'm going to sell it $100. Yeah, bro. That thing fell. I got out at $16. So I still made a little bit of a move. But to call it a rug pull, wrong. To call into question what the hell is going on here, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. This is I don't think that this is too unhinged to ask what happened. But Trump does not have the ability to continue talking about his meme coin. He's the president of the United States. So he released it the day before he becomes president. Speculators speculate. I made some money.
I did too.
But you know what? Most memes died that day. That is basically the high point of Solana. Solana got near $300 that day.
It did.
And now it's what is it, 140, 130 bucks?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
close to CZ jailing levels.
I feel like it's almost time for us to go look at those Solana picks that we've been looking at for quite some time. Now I was on the space with Charles Hoskinson, as I said, and he's pretty aggravated. People don't give Midnight enough attention. Cardano never gets that right attention. Midnight, and just a quick explainer on it, a API which can both pay and be paid in the user's native token. Cardano directly benefits through providing security for Midnight, which is why Midnight block producers must also be a Cardano stake pool operator. So, it's something that's great tech. As we know, sometimes great tech doesn't pay the bills, right? Sometimes people just don't care about great tech. But you know what? I hold some Cardano more for the ethics hold of it. It's a strong, decentralized play. I think it's going to be around. And, I'm not too uneasy holding it. I wonder what David thinks is false. When you rug pull something, you pull the liquidity out of it. You can, a rug pull, I guess maybe a better terminology was like a soft rug where he stops talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I told you guys when I got out of that thing, I was like, because I still support Trump in most things that he does. I'm aggravated with Pam Bondi right now, highly aggravated. I'm aggravated with Trump. I'm aggravated with Kosh. Why don't we have the Epstein list? I don't support him on everything, but it's a meme coin. Meme coins do what they do. They go up in a violent fashion and then they go down just as violent. Absolutely.
You expected something different from a meme coin.
Yeah.
You deserve to lose that much.
Let's take a look at Solana. Okay. We're going to Graphane. Oh, you know what? First, let's check out the watch list here. Oh, no, I'm not logged in. All right, fine. Fine. You know what's the funniest thing on my watch list is Pi token.
I know.
Jeez Louise.
Stupid
Hey, you're
day.
up today.
I'm up today. Still incredibly down low.
Whoa. Okay. Is this where I YOLO in?
This is where you DCA in with $63 million market cap.
I didn't say DCA. I said YOLO, bro.
Yo, my bad.
Grafane, $63 million market cap. A lot of ground to gain for you here, Mr. Isaac.
But it's still alive.
Jesus, Murphy, Mary, Joseph. Where is Solana at right now? And I think that Solana doesn't rely on the memes to have that research. I'm more interested in the AI plays on Solana, the DeFi on Base and Ethereum. Separate the two in my mind. Now, let's see here. Man, remember when I was looking at this range? I was like, I'm going to be surprised. And you're like, oh, no. I think I ruffled a couple of people's feathers.
Yeah,
looking at this like
mine.
mid-range. And I ruffled yours?
Asshole.
Man, it hit the range, though.
I did hit the range perfectly.
You know?
And now CZ's going to jail.
Yeah. I mean, it even hit the bottom end of this range. So, kind of enticing to pick some Solana up while it sits here and has a struggle snuggle down in the zone.
Yeah.
Maybe. Not a bad buying spot. All right. Well, you know what? I think everything's going to be just fine, you guys. Just calm down. When in doubt, zoom out. I know it's a stupid saying, but it works quite often. There isn't much that you can do. If you are afraid of the market, then flee. And you know what? The legends that are going to be created over the next few years, they're buying in droves right now. It is up to us to have the balls to hold through the volatility, to hold through the chaos. We're right on the precipice of it. I can't tell you what to do. You know what? What I can say is if you are buying crypto, keep it on a cold storage device. Use code BASE10. Get yourself a Arculus cold storage wallet, code BASE10. Become your own bank. There is some headwinds on the way for banks in and of itself. And if you are trading the chaos with me on either BTCC or 2bit, use the links down in our description. Appreciate every single one of you out there for supporting. Share the show out. Help us continue to grow. Let's get to $100,000 before Bitcoin gets there first. The race is on, folks.
100,000.
We can do this. Until next time, I bid you adieu. Goodbye.